That's all I used to say. Yeah.
Think it's a game.
And they ask me who I do it for. Yeah. Why shine? Why grind? The way I do. Yeah. They ask me who I do it for. Yeah. I want it bad. Used to see the thing I've been through.
What's good, y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drop. So, we're gonna hit on a few little things, right? First of all, I'm gonna hit on this Boots going to train with Canelo. I'm gonna make this short and simple. Boots could give two fucks about Bud. Boots wanted to have a fight with Bud. Boots told motherfuckers he wanted to fight Bud at 147, and Bud never got that fight never got done. Bud went on about his business, went to 154, and we let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? So, Boots went on about his career, Bud went on about his career. Why would Boots give two fucks about giving Canelo some extra tips on how to beat Bud? Because he black. Because he black. You motherfuckers is crazy. You motherfuckers is crazy. So he gonna turn down the check to go spar with Canelo because Bud is black. Some people say the craziest shit. I heard Bernie the boxer. Bernie, that was some goofball shit that you said right there, bro. 97, 98, 99% of the time, you say a lot of official good shit, but that was some goofy shit you said right there. That was goofy. Because Boots could give two fucks about you or Bud. Boots doing him. So, what Bud need to worry about is how the fuck he gonna beat Canelo at 168. That's what he need to worry about. My top guy. See how I'm a boxing fan that have a favorite fighter but still don't, like, do all that extra for the favorite fighter? No, because if my favorite fighter go in the wrong place, things can happen. I know this. So I'm real to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm real to myself. BFTB out here still riding, talking about how Tank fans are delusional about Tank, but you the same kind of delusional about Devin. See, I'm not delusional about Bud. Those fans you talk about Tank that don't want to realize what I've been telling you way back. How long ago I told BFTB way back when Tank was at 130. When Tank was in the 130-pound division and he won his first belt, BFTB hadn't started sucking Bill off yet, y'all. BFTB ain't started sucking Bill off yet at this time. When Tank won his first belt from Pedraza in the 130-pound division, and we wanted him to unify with Loma or fight Tevin Farmer or fight Miguel Burchell. We wanted him to unify. Me and BFTB used to go back and forth. Yeah. He used to say, how you going against Tank? And he right there from Baltimore with you. I said, I'm not going against Tank. I'm telling you what he not doing, what I want him to do. I want him to unify. I want Tank to become undisputed at 130 pounds. And BFTB was agreeing with what Leonard Ellaby, how the way Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather was moving him. He was agreeing with that shit back then. Y'all probably wouldn't believe it, but you gotta go back far enough on the videos. And he hear this video, he might go start trying to delete them motherfuckers because he been getting caught in too many lies lately. But yeah, if you want to know, you gotta go all the way back. Go back 5 years and look in his videos on Tank. You will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, he was fucking with Tank real heavy. He was ride or die for Tank. Yeah. But then when Bill came along, and Bill put him on the plane and took him to dinner and all that shit, yeah, shit was a wrap. Yeah. He straight switched up after that. After that, now, years later, you hear him talking about the shit that I was talking about way back then when I was saying I just want to see Tank undisputed at 130. And then I was getting frustrated when he went. Of course, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Ravens. I'm a fan of the Orioles. I'm a fan of Rockman. I was a fan of Tank. I'm a fan of everything that come out of Baltimore. Of course. I was getting frustrated because I knew he could beat Tevin Farmer. I just felt like Tank could beat Tevin Farmer. I want to go take his shit. And he possibly could beat Loma too. But that's what he in the sport to find out. So yeah, all that shit was frustrating me when he wasn't doing that kind of shit. Then he going to 135, fighting motherfuckers with underbelts, with crackerjack belts. Then go to 140, don't fight Josh Taylor for the 4 belts. Instead, he fight Mario Barrios for the crackerjack belt. Come on now. Of course, I was frustrated off that shit. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit that he's saying about over there talking about Carmel Moulton resume, even though y'all shouldn't be bringing up Carmel Moulton like he's some big opponent for Lamont Roach right now, because he not. But Carmel Moulton not a big opponent, just like you shouldn't be BFTB. Y'all should say the same thing about Frank Martin. Why you talk about Frank Martin like you do, like he's some major name? You was talking about Frank Martin like he's some major name when he ain't do nothing but get knocked out by a Tank. That's it. He ain't done shit else. Nothing. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. Listen. Oh, and then another thing. I seen somebody come in your comments, and tell you, oh, well, you say what's a bigger duck than Tank fighting, than Tank ducking Roach to fight Jake Paul? What's a bigger duck? And somebody came in your comments and told you that Benevitez ducking Canelo is a bigger duck. And you going to say, oh, no, that's not a bigger duck. No, that's not a bigger duck because they never fought. That's not a bigger duck. But then listen, y'all. Listen to me carefully. Somebody came right in his comments right after the person said, he said Canelo ducking Benevitez is not a bigger duck than Tank ducking Roach because Benevitez and Canelo never fought, right? He said because Benevitez and Canelo never fought. When that is a major duck, because they in the same fucking division. They was in the same fucking division all them years, and Canelo wouldn't fight Benevitez, right? Now, check this out. Somebody else came in his comments right after that, right? And guess what they put in there? They said, oh, I know a bigger duck. I think they set him up too. This was a setup. They said, I know a bigger duck than Tank ducking Lamont Roach. And guess what they said the bigger duck was? They said, I got the bigger duck for you, BFTB. And BFTB said what? And he said, Boots ducking Devin is a bigger duck. And then guess what BFTB said? He said, now that's a top duck too. Yeah, that's in the top ducks too. But I don't know if it's as big, but it's right there next to it. How is that right there next to it? How is Boots, who fight at 147, Devin never fought at 147 pounds, not a day in his motherfucking life. Never fought at 147. But Boots ducking Devin is a bigger duck. I mean, Boots ducking Devin is close to Tank ducking Roach. But Boots and Devin never fought. Just like you said, Benevitez and Canelo never fought. And Benevitez ducking Canelo is way bigger than fucking Boots ducking Devin, because Boots never ducked Devin. Fuck is you talking about? Boots was fighting at 147. Devin was still at 140. Devin never been in the same division trying to fight Boots. Boots was going to 154 when Devin was coming up. And the bottom line of the whole situation, Boots we all know what beat the shit out of Devin. And you know it too. But you say Boots versus Devin is close to Lamont Roach. I mean to Tank ducking Lamont Roach. But Boots and Devin never fought neither. Just like Benevitez and Canelo never fought. So make your fucking mind up. Oh, Boots ducking Devin is big because it's Devin. See what I mean? Because it's Devin. Your guy. Because it's Devin. And let me explain something to you. I don't give two fucks who told you that you was validated to talk boxing. Alright? Curtis, who you was talking about, who passed away, R.I.P. to the great Kurt, and Stormy B or Scrapbook Boxing, they don't make those kind of validations for us all. And even if they did make a validation statement, that validation with them, which is their personal opinion about you, is with them. My personal opinion, along with my personal opinion, along with thousands of other who know you a cornball and delusion, and we all know you a cornball and delusion, and you cap daily. That's all you do. That's all you do. Brian Norman Sr. just put your goofy ass on blast the other day, telling motherfuckers you had his phone number. Lying and shit. Telling motherfuckers you knew him and his son. You interviewed them before. Put your dumb ass on blast the other day. Said, I don't even know this nigga. Never heard of him or nothing. You know, what the fuck he talking about? He got me and my son phone number. Lying ass nigga. Like you lie about every fucking thing that you talk about. And then this goofy motherfucker holler, the stay on code statement started back in the 1930s, when he wasn't even in his father nutsack in the 1930s. Wasn't even in your father nutsack in the 1930s. Better yet, better yet, you wasn't even living to tell us about anybody that was talking about anything in the 1930s. Nothing, dummy ass nigga. That's why they gave you validation for being a goofy. Your group started the alphabet boy crew. Y'all started to stay on Cold Talk on YouTube. LDBC, aka Alphabet Boys. Y'all started to stay on Cold Talk on YouTube. Not nobody back in the 1930s, you stupid motherfucker. And that's all that matters. Y'all started that. Don't tell us about no people in the 1930s that your lame, cornball, dummy ass was nowhere around. Your dummy ass wasn't nowhere around. Nigga be lucky if he even at 50 yet. And he talking about the 1930s. Got a nigga that's probably barely 50 talking about the 1930s. Nigga was still running around with a shitty ass pamper somewhere in the 1970s. So what the fuck? So what the fuck you know about anybody that was talking with anything anybody was talking about in the 1930s, you goofy ass donut. See y'all on the Get Back.